Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 15 of Let's Play Anarchy Online. So I'm going to give you the rundown tour. I try to give you most of the things in a neutral perspective. I am clan, but it doesn't mean I don't, try to do more of the neutral things to show you. I love Borealis, to be honest. Most clan doesn't like Borealis. In fact, I bet you everyone here is going to be Omni or neutral. Start. Omni. Omni, neutral, neutral. There you go. That's an example. Most of Borealis is occupied by Omni or neutral, where in Rome Green and the other Rome districts, they actually do not have any Omni there. Literally nothing. Where if we go in here, there's lots of Omni. We can go list 200 and list 200. That's weird. List 100. Oh, I guess a lot of people go anonymous. There's like freaking like 50 220s at the grid right now, but that's kind of weird. So I'm just going to show you in the this episode where I leveled from 1 to 25 as a martial artist. 90% solo. Some of it isn't, but it really depends if there's people in the area. Please don't forget that Anarchy Online doesn't use the same scaling as most MMORPGs, where you team with somebody, you lose half of the damage. Or not half the damage, half the experience. So we came through the portal, we're running down here. If you start at Shadowlands right off the bat, then you will be coming out from a different spot. But if you're coming from the newbie island, you would have come from, say, the neutral, just go to the Joe portals. If you're clan or Omni, you're going to have to check the map and look for the portals on there. It will be towards the major city that you started out from. And basically, it's in here where you start in. You actually start in a bridge, which, not on this bridge, but you start on another bridge that's like you don't see from here, and then there's nowhere to go. All you can do is walk on this bridge, and then it warps you to the end of this bridge. And basically you walk from the down of this, and you start killing these level 1 mobs right here, and then you slowly work on your way out to the outside, not down in the middle, but work your way on the outside. If you're Omni, you want to kill and farm some birds at level about 7 or 8, which are this direction. And if you're clan, or even neutral, depending which faction you're going in the Shadowlands, you'll go down here, and you'll go to the right and farm those birds. They're like level 6 or 7, I believe, so you won't even want to kill them right away when you're even doing these mobs. You'll want to work on the predators first, outwards, and then we'll go there. I might as well show you all the way down. We're giving this a proper tour for people, so if you're just not into good leveling spots, you may want to ignore this video. So these mobs are still level 2, 3-ish. I think these are 3, 4-ish. Yeah, level 4. So, it progresses as you go down. Wonderful thing about leveling in the Shadowlands is they give you a little more linear content when it comes to leveling. Sort of, it's not, I wouldn't say linear, but, you can kind of properly progress through in a straight, fashion. So these are getting a little higher probably. Those are going to be 4. These will be 5-ish. Maybe some 6s, maybe just 5s. And then it gets more, harder and harder as you go. Out here. And these guys are probably level 6s. And then you have hecklers on the edge, which are like level 8-ish, I think. And yeah, basically once you're at level 8 to 10, you could stay here till 10 easily, but once you're 8 to 10, then you can leave through the portal that we entered. And I would recommend getting just a crappy set of implants, and if you have some credits. If not, you're going to have to find some credits. Unfortunately, I'm not the world's best credit guide on that, but I will show you some ways to earn some credits at level 25, or when you're doing the subway if you're in a party. Honestly, I'm not a big I'm not really good at the whole credit farming thing. I'm learning myself. The biggest thing I did in the past, many years ago, was a lot of token farming. So if you hit these silvertails, by the way, I would try to ignore them. If you hit a couple near each other, they kind of seem defensive for each other, and they will come after you and poke you in the butt with their little horns. So here's the birds I was talking about. Basically, they're level 6s. If you saw in episode 11, I also showed you some other birds out, not from in here, but outside. And anyways, I'll give you more of a tour that way. I'm showing you the whole 25 scale, so give you an idea of things to watch out. And yeah, I think this is a good video for you guys. It's a wonderful place. It's almost identical on the other side. Same kind of mobs, just pretty much the same replica of everything. I don't know if there was the little barking or doggy cat thingies there, but you go down that side, same thing, and you go over here, and there'll be the white birds, which is what Omni kills. So Omnis kill beautiful things, and clans kill ugly things. That's sort of how it goes. Omni is like the corporate Sith type, where clans are like the freedom fighter rebels. That's from what I gather from the story. If I'm wrong, tough. Also, if you're just starting out, if you came from RK, you'll need some new medkits, and even if you're coming out of here, you'll probably want to buy some new medkits. So you go to this wonderful woman here, and you click up per vendor, and she'll offer you all the spindles you need. Spindles are different than medkits, so we have like the treatment, I guess you call them. You have the treatment ones, and then you got the simple nano kits or whatever. These only work on Rubica. These only work on Shadowlands. They will not work. So if I sit down, this will not work. But if I sit down and use this, I don't have enough requirements. There you go, that one will work. But I can't use, you know, simple as that. So basically that was the portal we came from. You go that way towards the other portals. You can come out here now. And this goes to the main little area we're going to go, which is Frontier Bridge. And yeah, we go through the portal. And as you can see, admire the view. It's very beautiful. I was trying to, maybe I should close my chat. I was closing some of my chat before because I just didn't want people to, I don't think it's a big deal. We'll just go like that, scroll up a bit. It's just some people want their privacy. So we're going over here. Actually, I'll show you the garden system. Oh, yeah, completely forgot about that. You kill these wonderful, beautiful creatures here for keys. Basically, white key is, I forget the names of them, but white key is for Omni, and the dark key is for clan. Yeah, I said that backwards again. White key is for clan, dark key is for Omni. There we go. I wanted to actually show you Omni one. I've got clan keys on me, but okay, whatever. So here's an example of the white key, if I can find it here. Okay, here we go. I got a bunch of them. So this is the Omni statue. This will not work on there, no matter what. So you have to go and use the clan statues. And if you got the AO maps, is that, we had the advertising on here somewhere. I think it was aomaps.com. That's what you want to have the detailed maps. But if you go here and zoom in, you can see the statues. So the orangey reddish one is clan, Omni, and the bluish beautiful one is clan. Go figure. I keep saying this backwards. I don't know why. I always think of clan being more of a non-friendly. So you go to here, and just like on the main world where there's those save terminals, those reclaim type things, you can go here, and this saves you. And then when you die, you'll end up in this exact garden. Now, the gardens do get a little confusing for people. It's not quite as straightforward as you hope, but to get around, you basically use these garden things, and they get even more complicated when you get higher level. And then funny thing is, when you're the highest level, there's like 5 of them in the garden. Go figure. So You just use these. So we were at Frontier Bridge. So I'm just going to use my map to give you an example. We're here. We were at Frontier Bridge. So basically you look for the label, Frontier Bridge, and then you look for it. So it's not the first set, it's actually the second set, and it's the last one here. So, you know, it progresses. This is like halfway up, this is further up. So we'll start at Frontier Bridge again. And now let's speedy away. So you can kill these guys, they're level 5s. As you see, they're not really high here. Silvertails, again, watch out with these guys, because if you hit one, they'll all go after you. Don't think you can hit the quest ones there anymore. They changed that, but back in the day you could. And those things are beasts, and they will tear you apart. So, level 6, level 5, level 5. Oh, that one's level 8. So 5 to 8. I'm actually surprised I actually scaled 3 levels. Then there's one of those guys, though, that run around, those little barking chimeras or whatever, I don't know, dog cat things. And here's a little predator, he hides there. He's like level 10, I think, or so. Yeah, level 10. And if you want to go, so left again, this basically, you go left in here and you fight and you kick ass. And that's all for more of the clan. And, you know, the ugly orangey evil birds are for clan. I wanted to put something out here. On both sides there's a guy sort of like this. You don't want to hit a bird right beside that guy, because that guy will attack you, and he's quite a hefty guy. He's probably like taking 3 of these on one time, including their damage, so you want to watch out. There's a little dungeon there where he was just hanging out, where you can actually pop in and sort of, you know, like just jump in there, and he'll stop attacking you, of course, once you're in there. And then you can pop out. He doesn't aggressively attack, I don't think, as long as you're not attacking his own kind. Now, when you go through here, you probably want to go in the middle. If you get near one of these, the lady, maybe not aggressive, but the Lord definitely is, I think. He's down here. But if you attack these spirits do quite a lot of damage, and they group up together, and they flock you, and this is a messy area to level in. I would assume that you would just keep killing the birds for the books, the pages, and then move your way past this. So I would kind of go in the center here, and just skip along as fast as you can. Through up here, and then, ooh, deadly predator. It's kind of weird. Somebody, oh, what? What QL is this stuff? 25, 35? That's weird. Somebody trained this all the way here, I guess. So you just keep coming up here. I mean, you can kill these random silvertails, which are like level 10. Oh, they're not bad. You can farm those for silvertail daggers, by the way. They're like the higher QL ones, so I believe they're better for creating the daggers if you're looking for the, you know, notum or whatever infused ones. So you just come up here. Those little green little disc things you can hand into these guys, and they'll give you another quest, but I don't ever bother with it. I think the XP is just high enough in this game, and just keep farming the mobs. So we got the stalkers. They're like 14-ish, 12-ish, 12-ish, 13-ish, probably 12 to 14. You can fight them on the left here, though I do suggest you be careful, because if you get too deep, there's level 20 imps, I believe they're called, which are, you'll see as some of the metaphysicist pets, and they'll kick your ass big time. So level 12, this is a good area to level in, but just be, like I said, be careful, because once you get closer over here, they get so badass. And there's this huge guy here, which he probably would tear me up. He's green to me. In fact, maybe we should just try it. I mean, it wouldn't be entertainment, would it? So let me buff myself here, some of these skills, so I can actually buff myself. Let me just put out a warning right now, do not try this at home. This guy is like a boss. He's like badass. He will probably tear me a new one. You'll notice that I think they call them Dynabosses or whatever. They drop, see, these are level 20 even. See, like, he could damage me right now. What the frick? So, as you can see, this is not a good place to... Oh, he's already on me. So don't even come back here. He aggroed me at level 25. Go figure out what you do to you at level 12 and 13 when you're leveling over here. Oh, it looks like he's not too bad, actually. I gotta get martial artist attacks over here. Oh, I can pop these too. They help. And since he's not doing too much damage with me, I don't fear that he's gonna do much, so I might as well increase my damage here and take him out. But as you can see, he would not be something friendly to attack at level 12 or even 15 probably. I'm level 25, at least he's doing no damage with me, but I am wearing OFAB gear. Yeah, I might as well do my brawling attack there. And here's my heal attack I was telling you about before. Does some nice damage to him and does a really good heal. So brawling seems to be, at least this level, about the same damage that your normal hits do, which is not always the nicest, but it's not bad. And she's dead. It's one nasty beast. So there we go. That was one of the little things I was talking about. Oh, so you get a tattoo here as well. That's sometimes good. And these are good, even for low levels. Sometimes they have uses. Like this one, this arm here, is actually really good if you were to put it on, say, a level 1 character. I mean, if you were making maybe a twink level 1 character, that it could probably be badass, though. I think it's probably best to say that it's probably better just to stick with implants, because even a level 1 twink can get into quite high implants where these are level capped. But anyways, you can see it just adds 1 damage to everything and adds a bunch of other stats, which is kind of cool. It's neat. It's not hugely worth it or anything. The tattoo is probably worth it more. So anyways, you can attack these guys. I usually almost skip this part, and I usually kill some spiders, and even sometimes I skip that, depending how long I farm the birds for. But you can farm these spiders here. They're all along this side, which looks like somebody's farming them right now. Or no, they just seem to be inner more. They're level 15. It's a little higher than our little, wolves there or whatever. And watch out for these green guys. These green guys are nasty. Look at they're freaking green at my level. These green guys here, they will snare you, they will root you, and they do a lot of nano damage, which is one of the stats that most people don't really level up at low levels. So they kind of are nasty. They can do a lot of damage to you, but the spiders are great to level on. You can level on them until even level 20 if you wanted to. But if you want to progress faster, you can keep moving, and you can go over here. Now there's some more monsters. If you go up this hill over here and go up and zone once, there's some more predators there. I think there may be level 20-ish. I don't really go to those ones anymore. I used to when Shadowlands were really heavy. Actually, these are level 15 as well, so I would almost recommend just going here. Nothing here will automatically aggro you. This is another one of those Dinoboss type things, so he'll probably drop like a symbiont or, whatever. Patterns and junk, and oh boy. I wish I did more damage. I don't think I'm even that weak. I think it's just these guys are really high health and slow to kill, and I'm actually not that twinked out. That's the thing. At low levels, martial artists are, from what people tell me, they're average good damage. If you don't twink much, you're not suffering as much. If you twink a lot, you're still not going to be like Superman or anything. So there you go. You got another tattoo, which is good to keep. And look, you got a brain symbiont, which they're pretty cool. They're really neat. Not hugely at my level, but they're good higher up. When you get the brains, like you'll get one side give you 100 of all your nano skills. They're like friggin' insane. So you keep fighting these, and you go over here, and if you start leveling up, but they're still green, you can still get kills off of them. But maybe you're killing them too fast, or there's other people around. You can go over here and kill these guys. They're about the same level, maybe a couple levels higher. No, they seem the same. Okay, they're the same level. You can go to these guys and as well kill them. There's fewer here, but you can balance back and forth to the two as well if you're killing really fast. And then, once we're up here, we're still here. Here's the map, by the way. So we worked our way up here, we went up here, we went over here, and then we're in here. And you can kill some of these guys. They're, I think, a little higher, aren't they? These are the higher ones. So these are 16, 15. And even green mobs are great to level on, guys. Later on in the game, it's about killing everything that's super red and doing it as a group and as fast as possible. But at these low levels, even killing a green mob is pretty good. You just kill it fast. I mean, the thing is, EXP is capped at a certain rate. So I mean, if you're getting almost like even numbers every time you kill, you're pretty much probably capped anyways. And you go kill a green one, it may be, you know, not the same way. So it just gives you an idea. So here we go, we're going to zone into here, so I'll just show you the P. These white borders are the border lines. And we're going to go into this cave here, which you don't really see, but it's hidden in here, which is these guys, which is these birds, and these you kill from 28 on. That's why I suggest you twink up probably before you come in here, or at least on those other guys where they were, probably try to get to a level 20 plus on them and then come in here, because these are quite heavy. They're hard to kill. I mean, look at the color on them right now. They're 28, so for me they're probably not bad. Might as well try killing one, but I'll show you the little cave. And people run circles in here, and some people stay here to like 35, I think up to 40 almost when they get white. It depends if there's lots of people. If there's no one here, people stay quite often, but okay, so I can kick their ass pretty good now. I twinked up a bit for level 25 for the subway, but you know, it's still kind of slow damage and slow pace. But Shadowlands mobs are all like that. That's one thing you guys have to know, that Shadowland mobs seem to have more health, and they seem to do more damage, but they reward a lot more EXP as far as I know, so that's a good thing, especially later on when you're doing hecklers and you're doing a bunch at a time. So that's just like the insignia to use for those garden keys. And here, I'll show you that health. See that? Isn't that insane? That did 347. It did all of it, so maybe it would have done more. Yeah. And here, I was trying to show you these before. These aren't running right now, and this is because of me zoning, and I told you guys about this before. So when you zone, you sort of have to redo those. I have a bit of a pool. When you die, you can lose your EXP, and it goes into a pool. You don't lose it forever, but it does go into a pool, and oh, didn't mean to go in my chat there. And basically, you fight in there, and you could be there till level 35 or so. So that pretty much ends my tour. So I would say this is like the level 1 to 35 leveling area. And yeah, I think that gives you a good basis in what to do in the Shadowlands, at least. And hopefully that helps some people, and I gave you some places to kind of stay away and watch out for. These guys, I guess you can kill some. Watch out, there's sometimes a lost creature. Don't think there are one on here, but don't ever kill ones that say lost or whatever, because they spawn again and again and again and again. They become harder versions every single time, and it's pretty nasty. And there's a dude here, by the way. I'll show you some kick-ass guy that you should probably not solo on your own. I thought he was over here. It was up here. Oh, maybe I'll have to show that one other time. This is evil dude. He'll kick your ass so bad. Huh. Yeah, I don't remember what he is. I thought he was on this side, but he's a dude. He sits on an island, and he's just bad. You have to do him with like a good high-level group. I think he's like maybe 220 or like at least a 200 plus bunch of group of people. Like he's pretty kick-ass. And warning: if you fall off these edges, I believe you return back to Job. But in the higher areas, you'll end up going back to Arcade. In fact, you'll fall down in Arcade. Usually you're near a city, so it's cool. You can go to the city and use their wampas or whatever. But it's just a warning that you won't end up right here every time. That's only for the low-level areas. And basically we're here, that's where you started out, and there's the portal down here, and that was to go out. And then, yeah, that was a basic simple tour of level 1 to, let's say, 35 for fun. And thank you for watching, and have yourselves a wonderful day.